Okay, due to a network error that just occurred recently, we're going to have to do 4 parts now. So this is the real finale, the real final part. I'm dreadfully sorry, but I really just want to get this game done today. Well, let's hope you all have a good time in this final stream. But look at the bright side. At least the page I'm on through Safari on my iPad, it hasn't it hasn't gone back to the menu. Alright. So you try to cross the bridge, but they lower 2 parts. Alright, this is going to be a major pain in the neck. An army of Ganados will come after you. You gotta fight back while getting the bridges back. Crap, you get shot the switch. Hold on. I think I'm having some terrible luck. I'm like the opposite of Chuck Conroy. Chuck Conroy usually has good luck in video games. But here I might be having some terrible luck. So that hand's up there. Go back up on this one. Lucky shot. Now I'm on the clock tower with you. Yeah, I got lucky there. I can finally explain to you about the first game. Huh? Now that I think about it. Maybe I can shoot the switch. Yes, that activates both arms. Oh, come on. I made it just in time, fair and square. Now whatever, I'll take it. Clock Tower, The First Fear, was released on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System September 14th, 1995. March 28, 1997 for the PC. July 17th, 1997 on the original PlayStation. December 9th, 1999 on a device called WonderSwan. Anyways, August 3rd, 2010 for the Nintendo Wii Virtual Console. November 9th, 2011 on Japan for the PlayStation Network. All these releases remain only in Japan. Really bites. As I quote from Stevie from my Arnold, that really bites. Yeah, I could have walked over here and pulled down that switch, but I thought shooting it would be a lot better. And so yeah, you can get it on PlayStation 3, Portable, and Vita through PSN. But like I said, it's only in Japan. Not on my watch. Time to die, sucker. Got the final bridge. And I keep skipping the movies. Okay, I know they're just shortcuts. Even so, I really don't want to do too much. No shotgun shells. Oh, come on. You weren't close enough. That looked like he didn't dodge it, but it ended there. Don't bother coming back. Cut that off and just keep running. Tap, 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 tap. Yes. Okay, I still don't know if it's on the Wii U Virtual Console, but that's not what this wiki's saying.
So nice you could join us, Mr. Scott Kennedy.
You again.
The sacred rite that's about to begin at this tower shall endow the girl with magnificent power. She will join us, become one of us.
This is no ritual. It's terrorism.
Isn't that a popular word these days? Not to worry. We've prepared a special ritual for you.
I don't want no ritual.
Stop!
Why, baby? Can't go back this way, I figured as much. Yeah, because the bridge is out. Some handgun ammunition here. And there's some secrets that can easily be missed. Go through here, you got a herb. I'll figure all this later. Yeah, there's a treasure right there if I can get it somehow. And you know what's sad? I forgot why I was wanting to talk about the Clock Tower series. Oh. I think I'll find out here soon. But, oh yeah, because one of these, Ganados More specifically, that one. He looks like one of the enemies in the fourth game, Clock Tower 3. So eventually in the first game, Jennifer Simpson is a orphan from that orphan mansion. It's like Tim Burton writing Donkey Kong with wide barrels. Okay, maybe that was a stupid joke, but oh, come on. They can throw pretty far. See if I can get them from here. The original Clock Tower, like I said, had a common enemy that stalks you throughout the game. Thank God I didn't have low health, otherwise that thing would have killed me. Really need to start saving my shotgun shells for this next part that is to come. Don't ask me about it. Just shut up and watch. Pretty please. Pretty please with 2 eggs and a slice of bacon. Gosh, I haven't watched Ed and Eddie in a while. But the Scissor Man... is actually revealed to be Bobby Barrows. These hooded Ganados. On professional mode, I had the biggest struggle ever in this part of the game. Okay, maybe not the biggest struggle ever, but it was a big struggle. Back when I first played this on the Wii. I had to stun them, put them on their knees, and then try to kick them off. Oh, come on, that should have been a miss. The game's driving you crazy. Okay, fine, I'll waste this. Have to spray and pray. No, your destiny is to die. Yours is to get kicked in the face. And y'all's destiny is to leave me alone and just die. I say get off. crap, he's probably gonna get me here. Oh no, thank goodness. A bit of a sticky wicket. Whoop. And in the original Clock Tower, there were so many options you can do that will affect the story of the game. And I think one of the game's endings? Could be wrong, but I really think it could affect one of the game's endings. But yeah, there's all these different options in the games that alter part of the story. And here's a secret some people tend to miss in this game. She meets this cradle under the sea, which is hidden within the curtains. You find Dan Barrows, a giant deformed baby of Bobby Barrows. She successfully climbs over, but accidentally knocking down a can of kerosene, which splashes onto a nearby candle. This triggers an explosion and burns up Dan, and Jennifer rides an elevator to the catacombs. She ends up defeating Bobby and Mary as well, or around depending on prior actions, so yeah. In Clock Tower, if Anne or Laura had not died yet, then the survivor would reunite with Jennifer at the Clock Tower, but either be thrown down the tower by Mary shortly after in Ending A, or join Jennifer for the credits in Ending S. Depending on prior actions, these actions would lead to one of the endings, S, A, B, or C. All except Ending S could be canonical according to the events of the next game. Because of the game's open-ended nature, the player can also discover a number of other endings. Mary chasing Jennifer up the Clock Tower in Ending C. I guess that's another reason why the series is called Clock Tower. Yeah, and here you get some stuff. Now you got a boss fight coming this round, so be prepared. Leon Scott ECK. Oh, hi there, man. I didn't recognize you there. My bad. Welcome to the stream. I've been explaining the Clock Tower series for those who don't watch the stream. Because after the stream, this game is gonna be, this video is gonna be uploaded.
Got some rare things on sale. What are you selling? Is that all?
It's gonna go straight to YouTube.
Thank you. Is that all? Thank you. Is that all? Is that all? Ah. Thank you.
Thanks.
What are you
Anytime.
buying?
I'll wait and get some later.
Is that all? Thank you. What are you buying? Come back anytime.
Here's the boss fight. Not gonna skip it. Not gonna skip it. I got my hand off the controller.
Ah, you just missed her. The ritual is over. She left with my men to an island.
What?
I think it's time I paid my due respects towards your impressive and stubborn will. Mr. Kennedy, welcome.
monsters. Guess after this, there'll be one less to worry about.
I want you to suffer just like Ashley.
That eyeball is the only weak spot, if I can get it. Try the broken butterfly. Okay. Quickly go to the rocket launcher. I usually use rocket launchers for some of these boss fights because they take up too much ammunition. Well, at least they did when I played through this game. When I first played through this game back on the Nintendo Wii. Hold on, I need to announce something. Okay, let me get these barrels. Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta go. We beat the boss and we gotta move on. But anyways, now that the original Clock Tower game is out of the way, I guess I'll just get on regular Wikipedia and explain the gameplay of the franchise. Stupid snake. Do I even try to kill it? Yeah, you can climb back up this rope. But I don't even understand why they give you that option. Maybe just to go back and get something if you miss them. If you miss something. So yeah, but I just think it's funny how they let you climb back up, even though that's not the important part, or even though it's not part of the main
What are
story.
you selling? Is that old?
But yeah, at least they give you the option to in case you miss something.
Is that old? What are you buying? Is that
More
is that old?
firepower, more
Thank you.
compatibility.
Is that is that thank you.
Human Entertainment and Sunsoft are the developers of the Clock Tower series. ASC2 Entertainment and Nagitech are the publishers.
Need a ride, handsome?
Okay.
Might as well. Welcome to the 5th chapter.
Got some business to take care of. See you later.
Women.
Wait a minute. Guess that's why he's not married to Claire. That's just a joke.
I hate to break it out to you, but Salazar's dead.
Yes, it seems that way.
Sadler, why don't you give up and let Ashley go home?
Perhaps you are disillusioned with overconfidence, just because you killed my small-time subordinate.
Sadler, you're small time.
Oh. Writhe in my cage of torment, my friend.
Yeah, you would think that because Salazar's dead, he would, you'd think the line jack would be free. But no, Salazar takes, or Sadler, the main villain, takes over. Okay, so that is the thing with the original Clock Tower, released in first released in 95 for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Actually, in Japan, and I'm sure a lot of gamers and Nintendo fans know this, the Super Famicom is the Japanese Super Nintendo Entertainment System. And even to this day, the original Clock Tower has never been released outside of Japan. But the 1996 Clock Tower game for the original PlayStation has been the first game to be localized. What you want to do is take this thing out first, because you'll have to fight a swarm of Ganados. The 1996 Clock Tower game was released in Japan titled Clock Tower 2, but here in America we call it the first Clock Tower. So the Western audience can think of it as the first Clock Tower game. In fact, it's not. Especially in this new age of the gaming community. We got a bigger community now, and we can learn more games. Meet JJ. He's a tough cookie, and he's this part of the game's Dr. Salvador, or the Gardier, or like the Gardier in the castle with the Wolverine claws. Yep, and he packs a punch doing that. And be sure you have a good amount of health, because guess what? He can almost instantly kill you. But maybe he can die faster if you keep shooting him in the head. And you get nice moolah after killing him. Crapola. Come on. Crap. Gosh, I'm usually not this bad. Okay, what you want to do here is run up here. Activate that. And you got to point the laser to those mirrors and point it back to that orange circle. Sensor window. Exactly what it is. So the 1996 Clock Tower game. Oh gosh, that cattle frog. They hurt. He was a smart aleck, though, just coming charging after me. How many more of these freakazoids do I even have to face? Now that it's left. Lucky shot. Nice. Anyways, as I was saying, the 1996 Clock Tower game that was released in America, in Japan it's called Clock Tower 2. Now, in 1998, there came... It's considered a spin-off from the main series. But in 1998, we got a third game called Clock Tower 2, The Struggle Within. I guess I was right about the title last video. But, in Japan, it's called Clock Tower Ghost Head. The 1996 Clock Tower game, aka Clock Tower 2, and of course Clock Tower Ghost Head, aka Clock Tower 2 The Struggle Within, they share the same gameplay mechanics. Unlike the very first Clock Tower game, the first Fear, it was a 2D point-and-click game. The 1996 Clock Tower game and Clock Tower 2, The Struggle Within, they have 3D gameplay mechanics, but they're still point-and-click. The second Clock Tower game, the one in 1996. It continues the story of the first game, the first Fear. The story takes place in Norway, following Jennifer Simpson among other characters that escape the Scissor Man. And, gosh, I need to start speaking faster. I'm kind of stalling here. It's either that or I'm having a brain lock. I know what to do with this freak. Shoot him in the back of the head. Crap, 1% battery. But anyways, the Clock Tower 2, The Struggle Within, it's considered a spin-off, but in Japan it's also Clock Tower Ghost Head. It follows a 17-year-old Alyssa Hale who suffers from multiple personality disorder with an alter ego named Mr. Bates. It received overwhelmingly poor reviews because critics cited the disjoint story and trial and error gameplay. And it was considered the worst in the series, sadly. But yeah, the Scissor Man, he's pretty much like the main okay, maybe not the main attraction of the game. But he is, the one, how shall we say, the stalker in the game. What you want to do is climb up this way, get the treasure, and get the golden Linux. And like in some survival horror games, there's going to be that one enemy that will stalk you throughout the game. And you either got to disengage it, get out of there, you know, because in some survival horror games, especially ones with the use of guns. Crap, oh, that one had a rocket launcher. Make this quick and simple. Ah, you suck. Don't blow yourself up, goober. But you know, I guess that's why the 1998 Clock Tower game was called Ghost Head in Japan, because it was a spin-off of the series. But yet, still here in America, they called it Clock Tower 2, The Struggle Within. And it had a different story and a different protagonist. But in the Clock Tower series, one of the most common gameplay of the franchise is that it's not like in some survival horror games. You don't have, you don't use guns in these games. You don't use weapons to kill your enemies either, or just stop them. What you really want to do is run from them, and you gotta hide somewhere to where they can't find you. I first got into the Clock Tower series sometime last month, or sometime last year. I went to the used game store market I go to, certain times called Page Three's Game Zone. It's a used games market, but they also sell like comic books and movies, board games, trading cards, a lot of cool stuff. They got a YouTube channel here. If you ever get the time, check it out. It's called Page Three's Game Zone. Really good store. And they are good to the customers too. And they do have some of the nicest people working there. Not to mention the manager. Shout out to the manager. He used to teach back at Belfry Middle. I'm not going to give out any personal information. But he did teach at my middle school, is what I meant to say. And yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. And, you know, if you ever... That's where I got Clock Tower 3. And I still have it in my collection. I got it for $15 used. Pretty good deal. Sadly, it didn't have the manual.
Got some rare.
But the last time I went down there... Okay, I won't say the last time, but
Is that all?
one time when I went down there to that
Thank
store,
you. What are you buying?
I went down there to
Is
get
that
my
all?
games refurbished.
Thank you.
Yeah, they got a disc refurbisher. And boy, it works great. And some of my games can play like they're brand new.
Thank. What are you buying? Not enough cash. Not enough cash. Straight. Not enough cash. Straight. Come
I
back.
got no
anytime.
cash anyway. I had to say, around this part of the game, this is why some of the... This is probably one of the many few parts of the game Resident Evil 4 felt more of an action-oriented game. But I will always hold Resident Evil 4 as a great survival horror game. Because it does get scary. It's not so much as scary when you're used to it, because you already know what to expect. And that door is locked from the other side. Crapola, I wanted to suplex that guy. Do I dare? I will later. Oh, when I first played through this part, like back when I was first playing through this game, this one part really made me jump. A good thing I'm prepared. This meat's rotten. I sure could use a fat, juicy steak right about now. Yeah, I could get something to eat right now. I'm getting kind of hungry. What was he doing in here? Yeah, really. I mean, why? That won't worry. Oh, Mr. Sunshine. Too bad he's dead. Well, that's what Nintendo Central called him. And he has a, I guess, brother down here. And their hammers hurt like hell. They do big damage to your health bar. Ooh, you missed. One. But Club Chowder there. The one episode where Schnitzel quit and he started working at Endive. And Endive threw a cake at him at Mungal. And he was like, "Ha, you missed me." But it turned out she was actually aiming for the... Oh, for crying out loud! No, it's him. No, I'm not your dinner. This is not like me. I was never really this bad in a game. You know what? I'll just blow him up. How did he survive that? And how was he still attached to the head? And how did he even get me there when... Oh, fine out loud. This is going to affect my views. I'm usually not this bad. I mean, to be fair, I shot them enough times for them to be dead, and how they kept standing is beyond me. Okay, we got a cutscene this part. I'm gonna go get me a drink of Mountain Dew and get some chips. Hold on.
Ashley. Amateurs. Just hang in there, Ashley. I'm coming for you.
Alright, I'm back. Turn off the camera. I better find me a first aid spray fast. Because of that unfair moment in a game. Seriously, that felt unfair. They should have died. But you want to, before you keep going, you want to come to this part first. You find the good old merchant.
Got some red. What are you buying?
Oh, come on. Really?
Is it?
Okay, good. 2 first aid sprays. Use one of them and save the other for later.
What are you buying?
No, I want to use the first aid spray. Okay, now here comes the tricky part. Stick the dynamite at you. Through a garage door. Jeez Louise, is it hard? Well, it's not that hard. The timing is. Yeah, you go boom. No, we are playing this game. Wham, babies. Yes, and you cannot go through that door, period. You cannot go until you've actually killed them all. Chips out. That was a miss, buddy. Should have been, at least in my opinion.
hate this part of the game. He's usually right here, but then he attacks and you don't even know it, and you can't even do something until it's too late. The scariest part of the game, or at least this was my favorite part of the game, is coming up next. Let's do it. Through the door. You unlocked it. That door to safety was shut. But we have to keep going. There is no turning back. Welcome to my favorite part of the game. This was also the one part that used to frighten me when I first played through this part of the game. What I want to do here is get this incinerator grenade. You're all alone. You countlessly watch your corners because you have no idea what's coming up. It's locked. It looks like I need to insert a card key. There's a faint, unpleasant odor coming from beyond this door. It smells like garbage. It's locked. Looks like I need to insert a card key. Feels cold. Must be a freezer of some sort. Any of you guys played this game yet? I mean, is there anyone who has not played this game? If you have not played this game, oh, you're in for a nightmare. We are about to face something called regenerators. And many fans consider these creatures, these regenerators, to be the scariest part of the game. What is a regenerator? It's right there. Don't even bother trying to kill it. It's immune right now. It's a very simple puzzle. There's two flashing white arrows. What you want to do, press red 3 times, green 2 times, and press blue 1. Lewis Memo 3. The hideous creatures such as El Gigante and the Novastators are merely byproducts of the diabolical and inhuman experience conducted on the specimens that were once human. But there's one type of creature that clearly distinguishes itself from the rest. These creatures are called regenerators. Regenerators have a superior metabolism that allows them to regenerate their lost body parts at incredible speeds. You can blow off their arms, their legs, the top of their head, a hole in their torso, but it will just grow back. I've never seen anything like it. It is this characteristic that makes them almost invincible to conventional weapons. But like any living creature, there's a way to kill it. Apparently there are plagas that live in its body, somewhat like leeches. They can't be seen with the naked eye. They can only be located through thermal imaging. To stop its regeneration process, these leech-like plagas must be located and then destroyed. As far as I know, most of the regenerators host a number of these leech-like plagas. To kill the regenerators, each one of these leech-like plagas must be killed. Yes. When I first played through these games, dear, what kind of experiments are going on around here? Wish I knew. Now, here's what you want to do. You take this, get out of there. But wait. You stop the fear. Behold the monstrosity, the regenerator. Oh crap. Get out of there. Now, hurry, what you can. When I first played through this game, being the idiot I was, I kept wasting ammo, kept trying to shoot the thing. Hold it. You want to do that. Run past it. Oh, we're safe. Sniper rifle. These bodies must have been cryoorganized with the parasites in their bodies. It sucks to be them. Yes, it does suck to be them. Now don't worry, these regenerators, they don't come to life and kill you. But if they did, that would suck. Because this one does look the most terrifying. Maybe the second moment, but this one is a real regenerator. And the only way it can come to life is if you take the optional route. Alright, here's what you want to do. You want to take your key card and use it to override it. You get the waste disposal card key to go to that one that smells like a garbage can. Now this part is optional. You don't have to do it. But if you want to save some time and ammunition, I highly recommend it. It's some kind of cryogenic device. Oh, yeah. A door was too frozen to even open it. This will help you with the regenerators. Take the infrared scope. The door's been locked. Behold that bloody print, handprint on the wall. Behold the monstrosity that is the regenerators. Now look at that. Crap. 3 modern things must shoot and kill. Look at that. It's the top of its body gets blown up. And the leg, wow, 500 pieces of gold there. I think this one's the scariest looking one. Let's just get out of here. Oh, but your troubles don't end there, my friends. Still got the other in your face. If you want to go back and kill the other one, you can. But at the end of the day, you don't really have to. And you always remember, looks like we're in a hospital. First thing I thought when I first did this game. But you know, if you want the extra cash, now this was the only part of the game that used to scare me when I first played through this back when I was in high school. I remember that one day I came home from school. I was home alone at that time. And all I did was play Resident Evil 4. But because I got this game, I got the Wii version from my cousin Tony. No, we're not going to use the crane game. You can use that crane to pick up these enemies. But it was operational, but it's kind of boring. And you have to be spot on in order for it to work. There's an emerald in this trash there. Being kind of bored, but I promised myself I'd finish through this game.
Help me, Leon!
Calm down. Will help you. Great. Done.
Help me, Leon!
Oh, come on. No. I remember when I first got to this part, when I first played through this game. Like back to the beginning of my original story. I came home from school that one time. And I was home alone at the time. Probably about an hour or two, but... Okay, I gotta find it. Do I have to deal with? typewriter and come here to save your game. Let me make sure I didn't miss any secrets. Alright, we're clear to go. You know, it's also funny. I think not only does Capcom or any video game developer can get inspiration from movies or television series to get for their games, but I also think a music band can be an inspiration too. Because there's a creature in this game named after the heavy metal band Iron Maiden. So what are Iron Maidens, you ask? We're about to find out right now. Oh, now that is one ferocious beast. Oh crap. Really? In case you didn't notice, it had one in the back. And here's my way of trying to get it. Actually, now that I got a flash grenade, ah, poopy crappy. Oh, he'll stretch his arms out for you, buddy. And stretch his arms out just for you. Actually, if you have a more powerful gun like a Magnum or this, then just go ahead and finish them off. You get the sword and the key card. What are growing inside these pearl dishes? Oh yes, crows. And they just stay and watch what you get from these things. 500 pieces of gold. Or just 3 gold bars.
Might as well go ahead and increase my health bar. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. Yeah, sorry guys, I had to wait. I had to let that out.
Welcome.
Oh, the good old merchant. Am I so glad to see you.
Got a selection. What are you selling? Is that all?
So anyways,
Thank
back
you.
to when I first got through the regenerators. My first
that all?
experiences I had with these things.
Thank you. What are you buying?
I was just like
Is that
scared out of my mind when I
Thank you.
first encountered them.
What are you buying?
Let's see what I can buy.
Not enough cash, stranger.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
What are you selling?
Actually,
Ah.
I might
What
as
are
well
you
buy.
buying?
I might as well sell the broken butterfly and get the Killer 7.
Is that all?
Believe it or not, this gun is named after
Thank you. What are you
a
buying?
Capcom game from Suda51.
Not enough cash. Is that all? Thank you.
Killer 7 for the PS2
Come
and the
back
Nintendo
anytime.
GameCube. Suda51 is an awesome video game developer. Very talented. No More Heroes. And Killer is Dead, which I would love to play. Shadows of the Damned, I'd love to play that too. Lollipop Chainsaw, unfortunately, is the only one I'm not interested in.
This is Leon. Request backup. I repeat, request backup.
In the... The radio signal's being jammed. I can't contact my people. Well, wait, didn't Hunnigan stated that they sent a chopper to pick up Leon after the first one got shot down? Just thinking about him. Those are generators. And then that Iron Maiden. Lord, that first time I got to them when I was home alone. Being the stupid idiot I was back then, I kept wasting all my ammunition shooting them and just killing them. When I totally forgot about that thermal scope. And that Iron Maiden, the one regenerator that could pop its spikes out, the one that's blind and just shakes, that took me forever to kill. And then when I get to this part right here, seeing him from the distance made me think, hold on, right here, seeing him from the distance, I accidentally shoot him, kill him, and then realized it was the merchant. So, I had to replay that part of the game, go all the way back, and encounter the first regenerator, waste all my ammunition again, go through the Ganados, which the Ganados made the game less scary. Okay, maybe they didn't make it less scary, but they were less scarier than the regenerators and the Iron Maiden. Might as well slow down, guys. Your deaths are coming one at a time. Yes. And then, waste all my ammunition again by killing the Iron Maidens. Or that one Iron Maiden. And this time I remind myself not to shoot the merchant. That was not a regenerator. That was not an Iron Maiden. That was the merchant. I have to get her out of here. I was so scared of that part when I first played through this game. Because I kept begging to get back with Ashley.
Leon.
You okay? Come on, let's get out of here.
Yes, let's please get out of here. Paper airplane. Perhaps you have figured it out already, but you might be able to get out of here by using the waste disposal vent. Leave Ashley alone. That's right. Gosh, I was such a noob. No, don't reload. Shoot him first. Well, let's reload so we can give him more time to shoot us. Oh crap, you were right. We should have reloaded. Or should have just killed him. I am not myself today. But you know, I had kept praying and hoping. This guy shuts the door on you. And the third one, too! Is this all really necessary? No, shoot him! Don't reload! Okay, but I think reloading's a better idea. Stupid controls. Just disengage him and get out of there.
Looks like this is it.
Ugh, it stinks.
Sure does.
Watch this part.
No way, Leon.
Way.
Are you out of your mind?
I knew you'd be fine if you landed on your butt.
You... What is this?
Come on, let's go.
Come on, let's go. Yeah, I think Leon knows.
What is that thing?
Let's just call it the annoying monster that I do not ever wish to speak of ever again. Ever again. I've sure had enough of these little bugs. That one. That one. That one. And then take the Killer 7. And finally finish them off right there. Alright. You have to have Ashley push this for you. Before you advance forward, you come all the way back here and you find this Iron Maiden. And you can tell he's got a plug on the back. And once you shoot into the back, make Ashley hide. See if you can't get any right here. No, I want to shoot a Plaga. There we go. Well, at least he's dead. I'll give him that. No, push. And here comes an annoying part of the game. Oh, it's going there. With all that being said, let's get back to the story of Clock Tower.
Look, there's a gate here.
I got the fourth game, which is Clock Tower 3 here in the US. And it was a really interesting survival horror game. I liked it especially at one part of it for a while. And these two should be dead. I shot them enough times. Feels like I did anyway. Also, while it may seem like you are indeed trapped, there's no way out, that doesn't mean they still can't take Ashley. No way, I dodged that. I should have anyway. No. Whatever, I'll take it. No, you may not take the girl. Not without my permission. But then again, why would I care? I'm not gonna ask anyway. Gotta do that 3 times to get past this part. And now let's go through it again. Go through the door. Dang it, I'm running out of shotgun shells. Okay, here's what you want to do. Especially on normal.
Wait.
No, I want to shoot the shotgun. Yep. Yes, let her wait right there.
Follow me. Wait.
Come follow you and wait. Oh, and then during my first playthrough of this game, I come back here, and I was like, okay, I'm getting sick and tired of these regenerators. I just wish somebody was home already. It was like that first moment I played through the game. I still love these creatures because, like, if this is your first time playing through this game and you've never really played a survival horror game,
follow me. Wait.
Actually, let's get her to wait. I gotta go back and get something. Oh yeah. Looks like dog food or something. Yeah, it sure does. back here and get an incendiary grenade. And then there's lockers, which unfortunately cannot be opened, which is such bull crap. Feels like bull crap to me.
Leave it to me, Leon.
Well, considering I wanted to send you there in the first place, you noob. Okay, Ashley needs it more this time. But don't worry, we'll eventually find another. The one thing I didn't really like much about Clock Tower 3,
Welcome.
you were playing as this 14-year-old British girl named
Got a selection.
Ashley,
Good
or no,
things
not
on
Ashley,
sale,
Alyssa
stranger.
Hamilton.
What are you selling? Is that all?
And her mother
Thank
sends
you.
her a letter telling her to remain at the boarding
What are
school
you
she goes to.
buying? What are you buying?
And don't come back home until your 15th birthday
Is
has
that
passed.
Thank you.
Which was pretty strange coming from her mother to think such a thing. Or to feel like such a thing.
Is that all? Thank you. Come back.
Ignoring her
anytime.
mother's wishes, because she feels that something is wrong, she goes back home, and I'll explain later. Now, what I want to do here is leave Ashley here and check this. When it gets in the middle, that's when you unlock it. And when you got no regenerators there, you got nothing to worry about. Now here comes another hard part in the game. And before you get on board there, make sure you're prepared. Make sure you got everything. Because you got to protect Ashley. Because only she can drive this part. In Clock Tower 3, the fourth entry into the main series, or perhaps it is considered the third game in the series, hence the name Clock Tower 3, and the fact that spin-off Clock Tower Ghost Head, which is known as Clock Tower 2, The Struggle Within, here in the States. I can see why it's called Clock Tower 2. And why the Ghost Head, aka Clock Tower 2, is considered a spin-off instead. Now, in Clock Tower 3, you go back to Lisa's home, the boarding house. You gotta shoot that truck. Otherwise, you die. Yep, and it comes back and tries to kill you. So you gotta shoot it again. Otherwise, it will run over you and run on top of you, that is. So in Clock Tower 3, because Alyssa ignores her mother's warnings, she goes back home only to find a villain there called the Dark Gentleman. No, we're not just gonna kill him. We're gonna stun him. Oh, of course that one died because. Oh, they're gonna kill her. I ain't gonna lie. Thank goodness I survived that. Empty. Got no shells. Hold on, Sugar Booger, I'm coming. Step away from the gal. No, I should have killed these guys. Shut up, Ashley. I know. Okay, they're dead. Don't worry about them. And Clock Tower 3 was totally different from other survival horror games. You get a bottle of holy water, and it increases after every boss enemy you beat. Be sure to aim up there because then Ashley can just plow right over them. I'm getting close to getting there. This is getting so repetitive. Get him. Shoot the final truck. So once it's done enough damage, she uses the truck's special movement. And then, well, it's totaled. It's not going to run anymore. Ugh. I'm getting tired. Greenstone of Judgment. I forgot to mention that Sphinx you get, the Golden Lynx. It's another treasure that you had to put together. 2 stones fitted in it. And the good old merchant.
Welcome.
Also, whatever you do, do not sell do not sell the infrared scope. Not yet, at least.
What are you
Because
buying?
you're still going to need it
What are you buying?
throughout the rest of the
Is
game.
that all, stranger? Is that not enough cash, stranger? Come
But
back anytime.
at one part in the game, I'll let you know when you can sell it.
I can feel them growing ever so strongly inside you.
Sadler!
Perhaps you can resist, but you cannot disobey. Now, come to me, Ashley.
Ashley!
Tracker.
because the plug is an adult now in her body. He can control her and manipulate her.
It's already begun.
Ain't that the truth? Alright guys, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can keep going anymore. Not just... It's more than just getting bored. Yeah, actually it is because I'm kind of getting bored of doing the stream right now. It's getting late too, or at least in my time. It's 12:27 already. I didn't think it was going to be that long. I don't know. I can't promise anything, but maybe I'll consider streaming the rest of this game tomorrow. I'm just not really up for it right now. But before I end the stream, I will tell you the rest of Clock Tower 3. It was a really good survival horror game. And like I said, you play as Alyssa Hamilton. And in the game, she goes back into an old time, like during the events of World War I, somewhere in London. And in the game, there's these little ghosts and these spirits. If you find a certain item and return it to their corpse or their death site, they can rest in peace. But throughout the game, there's these boss enemies called Subordinates. And they chase her down and they try to kill her. And what you can do, you cannot fight back. You can only stun them with their with your holy water for a while, and then you can disengage them and get out of there. But like there's this one subordinate they call Sledgehammer. He was once a stone cutter, and then he went on a killing spree before he got executed. But his spirit still haunted that part of the era in the game. And you have to go throughout. There is puzzle solving in the game that could lead you to the next part of the area you're in. You know, you're at this shop during Christmas time, during the events of World War I. And this little girl, she's one of the victims killed by Sledgehammer, and her father dies in World War I. But you find her necklace that her father gave her, and you have to take it back to her piano recital at this, either a church or a theater. It's an auditorium, but when you go back there with her necklace, you give it to her, and her soul rests in peace now, and she reunites her father. But before you do that, you finally get to punish Sledgehammer for all the crap he's put you through. Because the subordinates, you have to avoid them at all costs. You cannot kill them at all until you actually face them when it's actually time to face them. Because you're mostly supposed to hide from them. You don't make any noise at all. And that is what makes the game scary, because you don't have a health bar. You actually have what you have, and this has been common throughout the Clock Tower series, is a panic meter. And if it gets full, your character starts to really panic. And in Clock Tower 3, you can drink, I assume it's, yes, lavender water and it calms you down faster. But one more hit while in panic mode, you die. There's all these other subordinates too, like Corridor. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. He has a backpack of acid and a sprayer that he sprays acid with on you. After you beat Sledgehammer, during the boss fight, you have a bow and you shoot golden arrows at the subordinates. Red arrows could also give a electricity energy source attached to them. But the more powerful your golden arrows are and their charge shots, it can kill them, and the more energy spheres you can leave out and they'll be chained to the subordinates. You keep doing that, you can eventually do a super shot, and usually that would finish them off. Now, one of the subordinates is named Chopper. He has 2 axes that he throws at you, and he has that same tattoo as those bald-headed Ganados back in the castle. And when I saw that Ganado, I was instantly reminded of Chopper from Clock Tower 3. It's a pretty interesting game. Kind of short, though. I wasn't too fond of all the characters in there. They were pretty goofy. I mean, it did have good movie cutscenes. That's one thing positive about the game. But the story, and this is a bit of a spoiler, and I'll let you know in the description when the spoiler's over, or no, I won't. I guess I'll just spoil it. But if you don't want to spoil it, just skip ahead a few in the video. In the game, the Dark Gentleman is actually revealed to be Alice's grandfather. And he wants to become an entity, if I remember correctly, if what it's called. And in order to do that, he has to wait until Alyssa's 15th birthday arrives. And her 15th birthday arrives near at the end of the game. And then he tries to perform a ritual for her, where he cuts out her heart and drinks it. And it's a pretty sick game, too. Currently, the Clock Tower franchise is on hold from Capcom. But there is a spin-off called Haunting Grounds, and that is a very underrated game. I think maybe I remember at one part in one of my Resident Evil 4 Let's Plays or, streaming videos, I mentioned that in one of the original versions to Resident Evil 4, aside from Ashley, there was some other girl that Leon was supposed to rescue, and she would have a wolf with her named Huey. But Capcom scrapped that idea and used it for Haunting Grounds. And in that game, Haunting Grounds, if I remember correctly, the main character is probably named Heather. And she commands Huey and has him attack the enemies. I've seen gameplay, it looks interesting. But sadly, that's quite a rare game. And it's not very cheap either. Especially if you look it up. But anyways, yeah, that was another idea that was going to be used in this game, Resident Evil 4, where you have to rescue some woman and her wolf. Capcom eventually saved that idea and used it for Haunting Grounds. I eventually found that out through Yuri of Wind. Got to give you a shout out, man. I loved your Gaming Mysteries video on Resident Evil 4. Pretty interesting. But, yeah, with that being said, I guess I'll take me another break, guys. I'm just not feeling up for it right now, considering how terrible I was playing through in this game. And, judging by the time it looks right now, I may have to just go ahead and get in the bed. Maybe. I cannot promise anything, but if I feel like it, I'll stream through this game again tomorrow, because I was really hoping I could get back in the mood to do some streaming. Thursday I got to work, but when I get off of work Thursday, I was thinking about streaming Resident Evil 5, but I think it'd probably be best to just probably wait another while, because and the worst part of these streamings is I'm letting boredom get the best of me, and I know that's not good for a Let's Play or a stream. But anyways, I don't know. I really can't promise anything. I might end up streaming this game tomorrow, the rest of it. But if not, then I'll definitely try and do it Thursday when I get off of work. Thank you for joining, whoever joined there, but unfortunately I'm about ready to end the stream. But don't worry, you can watch throughout this whole video once the stream is over. Getting 2 people. Well, thank you guys for joining, but I'm about ready to end the stream. But once the stream is over, you can get back on my YouTube channel and rewatch this video. I think I might just start doing that instead, guys. I'm not going to announce on Twitter or Facebook that I'll be streaming again, because I'd much rather just record these streaming videos and then just put them back on YouTube. But, you know, I'm more than happy to have people come in and watch me stream if they want to. But I really want to start focusing on doing now is just streaming the video, and then when it's done streaming, it can just go upload straight to YouTube. But anyways, without further ado, I think I'll just go ahead and end the stream right now. And like I said, I can't promise anything. If I really feel like it, I'll try and stream the rest of this game tomorrow. We'll just have to wait and see, though. If not, then I'll definitely try and do it Thursday. Thursday when I get off of work, which is the day after tomorrow. So with all that being said, this is Optimus N64 signing out. Stay safe, my friends. Stay safe. Until next time we meet.